Hi there, I'm at the base of Thunder Rock and I'm walking around. It's quite amazing. It's all these rock climbing. I can tell people have been rock climbing, and they've got the things for the ropes. Anyway, funny. Just came up here today. I just felt a desire to come up. Show you where I'm walking. It's quite amazing. Look how red this rock is. This whole rock looks like a big dragon. Try not to fall down the mountain. Wow. Wow. Sedona, Arizona. Many legends persist in these areas. Many legends have been lost. The stories have not been told. We brought you to the mountain to tell a story. A story of the Kachinas and the spirit of places. The legends here do have stories where we connect to the star people. The star people were not so different from ourselves back then. Many of them were just like us, living in balance with nature. Many had escaped wars and came here to settle, and we allowed it. We worked in harmony with each other, trading ideas and technology. You have the Vimanas. If you look in ancient stories, we had also, I can hear flight of the condor. We would call them like bird-like birds, like condor, and we would call ships that, like the birds in the sky. The craft would come down. Look at this. And we would speak to the star people. Many legends abound of this, but it's been taken out of our records. Many records have been swapped and taken out. It was very often on a weekly basis. We would meet the visitors and speak to them, trading ideas, mostly speaking through the mind. We knew the ways of the old, and we would speak through the mind. Telepathy, you call it. It's a very natural state of being. We were around when it was a time of Atlantis and Lemuria. So were you from Atlantis or Lemuria? Lemurian tribes gathered here after the fall of that era. And so, yes, we are related. But understand that we also did intermingle with the star people. We have the legend of the Seven Sisters and the Pleiades, just like Aboriginal culture in Australia. There's a vivid connection to Pleiadians. Is that correct? I feel everything's gone still. Come through the steps now, they say. Okay, I will. Be careful of your footing. Okay, I will. Thank you. I can see like a man and a woman like mixing up things. Wow, this is like steps through the middle here. Obviously I'm watching my step, guys. Wow. So the legends have been placed in our rugs and our mats. The stories are told when you see the kachina, which is a spirit. Some of them are beings from another place. They bring their whirring machines and technology with them. Really in the middle of the mountain. I want to go this way. Oh, a pathway has appeared. That's good. I was a bit worried there. Methods also come down. They were very helpful in some respects to methods of herbalism and some things that we did not understand. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at the sun coming over. And psionic abilities, right? Increasing your light quota. Perfect that it's on the crown. Everything you touch knows you, feels you, understands you, like this tree. It can feel you as well as you're feeling it. This is true. You must follow your God-given intuition. There we go. Look at this. Wow. Some of the rock paintings, not unlike your own country, have been chipped off and taken off. So the stories and the legends can't be told, especially in regards to the space people. There were plenty of petroglyphs around here. You can kind of see that things have been taken off. Look at this. It's like it should have a drawing there, a petroglyph. And you can see that it has been taken off. That's true, I've seen it in Australia too. I like feel that there's a petroglyph there, but there's none there. So it's done on purpose, the disintegration of knowledge from your species to keep you at a lower state. They wanted to enslave you. Yes. Many of the people are still enslaved in their minds. We must understand that this is purposeful, but it is now being shifted with people like yourself to show that there has been a connection to the star people for a very long time. But it has been stopped. Okay, so we understand that, and so now, what information would you like current humans on this time in 2026 to know? Okay, so I'm getting a picture of a silver ship, a silver craft, and I can see the door seamlessly opening, and I can see and I can hear on top of the mesa they would land. And sometimes we would help them because there would be battle scars during I feel like Orion Wars. Some would land here and we would help heal the body, and that some would come with burns if they were survivors. So helping the survivors of the Orion Wars. Yeah, wow. And I can see someone dressed, and it's like we got told yesterday, this is layers upon layers, right? People of the builder race, like we call them, but they look Mayan. They look kind of Mayan. They have third eyes. It has sort of like crystal or something there. Dressed very similar to like Native American people here with the big headdresses. It's like cultural swapping of culture and art, and healing modalities, and are being swapped. And I can see technology, because I can see what I can think is like in Star Wars with the Doctor, when they have this machine that goes kind of like a scalar technology to heal the body. So I can see a burn or a cut that's quite deep, and then it's healing really fast with this machine. So were you given one of these? They would not allow it because it was a part of the agreement, or there's a process for things. Like the technology was not allowed to be given to us because it could land in the wrong hands. That's kind of what I'm hearing. We appreciated it nonetheless when the doctors did come. You call them doctors? Yes. It's like I'm keep on getting a picture of like Star Trek on the ship, the Doctor on the ship of Star Trek. But they said that the Star Trek beings, like your humanoids, seem so bland in comparison to the different beings that we met. Some looked African American, some looked South American. How interesting is that? But just higher technology. Higher technology. Why couldn't they leave the technology here? It could go into bad hands. But I mean, you could have, what about evolving your species? We did not need technology. We had the plants to heal us. We understood that energy, scalar energy, would come from our hands, like healing, right? Food as well. The mesa, the maize, the corn, helped with farming, some of them, to make the corn last and be bigger and things like that. So it's like when the flood goes and the cataclysm goes, then you have these different beings that want to help with the progress of the humans. We had a lot of interactions, not just with one species. There's quite a few that come here. They're very happy with the progress that we make. Gosh. Oh gosh, it's all good. I have to get back to a little rainbow light coming here now. Oh, reminds me of a little bit of Mount Shasta. Here we go. I think we're at the top of the dragon's head. It looks like a dragon. Wow. Look at that. Thunder Mountain. I mean, that's just incredible. Someone's got a little sage thing here. Thank you. The legends of the old is what I'm hearing. Now we have given you a story. The water did rise quite high, yeah, all over the planet. I'm going to ask you a question. Is this going to happen again? Not if the planet raises her frequency, is that correct? No. It will happen in a different way. Will there be water? Fire? I don't know. It's like, yeah, but we are on a self-destructive mission. There's one element on this planet that are self-destructive. We don't want the Earth to disintegrate. We want defenders of the planet to rise up and to defend this planet because it's worth protecting. I think that's called lizard head up there. I saw a lizard this morning and it was like going in the sun, and I said, "Hey little lizard," like a gecko, and then it went away. Must prepare for the times coming. We must all like a tribe come together. You're so divided. So therefore it's easily to pick you off, isn't it? Support each other during these times. It's not easy, especially when you have the robots coming, technology coming. What an interesting phase you're living through of the earth. We hope that many will come to the fore in understanding that nature needs to be valued and placed up on a pedestal. This area, hello my beautiful raven, just in time. This area is sacred and is placed up on a pedestal, and millions of tourists come here every year because it's left untouched. Usually because you can't build on this, which has been great because then it's not destroyed. Look at that. Fool's gold. That's what your society is about. It's not it's valuing the dollar, but it's not valuing nature. This must change. And so we understand that the earth does have a reset button. Look at this shiny, shiny rock. Beautiful. Not a good idea to take rocks for an area, especially like this. You know. Wow. It's interesting. The lady said, the amount of money that you spend in America, right? You could buy a car with it, but I chose the experiences. A car can come anytime. Look. Wow, you know. Feels like the legend of the Star People. That's what it feels like. Many would come here, tribal gatherings. Many would come here to meet us and also We travelled through stargates to meet each other as well. It wasn't just on ships, just like we were talking about it before. Many different species would come here. Pleiadian, Lyran, Talceti, Sirius B, Sirius A. There are moons on Saturn which are occupied, and there are definitely different other moons. I don't have the language for some of the places. So many different tribes would come here. When did they stop coming here? I guess when it shifted out of chaos into the lower dimensions, it feels like. Did it shift to a lower dimension after the Great Flood, did it? Did it shift it to a lower dimension after the Great Flood? No. Was it before the Great Flood? Yes. Atlantean is what I'm getting, and I can see a man in Atlantis, and everything goes wrong. A lot of wind, a lot of technology. So again, we're going back in time when technology was not used ethically. He wanted to see, and I always get this picture, like you always hear of the emerald tablets and Thoth, right? So I feel like when I see Thoth, I see him as a person, or a being, right, who's trying to, I don't know, kind of power gets into his head. He tries to change the timeline and the dimension, and he succeeded, but he put it down to a lower timeline because his consciousness was all about greed and power and taking. Although he was legendary in his ways of being a magician, ways of being a sorcerer, but I mean, what a kind of karmic thing to have, is that you lower the whole dimension down. And this is what we call the fall. And I've always wondered that. Yeah, we remember. It's in the rocks, it's in the trees here, it's in the morphogenetic field you're picking up on. It was a time of great change, and it did bring us into a cataclysm, which was going to come anyway, but it made it worse because we're in a lower dimension. Our shamans would vision quest and see what was going on, and they understood that there was a megalomaniac in Atlantis who was taking things into his own hands. You understand, this area was a part of Lemuria, but there were like islands here, like lots of islands like you would have in Indonesia. It's a different landscape looking, and you can literally see it in the landscape. Like you got these hills jutted out, but there's a lot of sandstone, and it's like it would have, I don't know, it's interesting, isn't it? Like different times, different landscape, it looked different. We just looked different. Because when I looked at like Mount Shasta, I saw that it was like a tropical island on top, like a long time ago. Kind of, I wonder if it was the same here. Yeah. Just a different looking place, you know. Very different. Huh. It just shows in a way that there were, I don't want to bring fear because I'm always apprehensive to say it, but the continents look different. The shift in the continents were different, right? Not saying it to bring fear and go, oh, it's going to happen again. If it did happen again, would be much more prepared for it. It's funny, I just thought I saw a person wearing red up on that peak there, but there's nobody there. Have a look. Don't know if there's a walker or someone there. That's interesting. Thought I saw a person over there in red. Might be the spirits coming out. So hey. Yeah, so a little drop feed information. I always get that feeling every time I look at Thoth and the emerald tablets that I kind of, like I knew him or them, and I knew that they were like megalomaniac is what I'm getting. Like in it for himself, was to see how far technology can go. They say that, you know, he drilled into the Pacific and that's what brought it down, but I feel the Atlantis, and it was in the where the Atlas Mountains are in Europe, right? In those areas. Atlantis, see, Atlas Mountains. Yeah, reaching all across, even to some parts of this side, I think, on the other side, east coast of America. But everything looks so different. Continents change, continents come and go and shift. Yeah. What do you suggest for people? Everything's gone really quiet. Have a look. Hey. When you sense that extra quietness, it's like spirit is around. So it's like that extra quiet, a little bit extra. You know what I mean? Spirit is here with me. And I can hear your services are required. You know? Wonder if I should just stop this video now. Well, that was really interesting. We got a little bit of tidbits. You know, Thoth. I knew it about Thoth. I always had this feeling about Thoth and the emerald tablets. Like you get, some of that history coming through, but it's like that priestly class in Atlantis just got really greedy with technology. Like, what can we do with it? Out of power and greed, and we're on that precipice again because it's in the karmic field of this planet. How are we going to go about this? You know what I mean? So how's that going to look? I think we need to connect to natural places more and not be so reliant upon technology. I do like my video and how I'm able to get video on here, but just feel like that's the only way, really. Anyway, I'm going to get going. Okay? I feel like I've got to turn the video off, connect into this place. All right? Bye-bye.